It's spooky season, guys. So, my wife, much like many others, loves the pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks. And they recently came out with the cold brew version of it, and of course she loves it. So we decided to make our own here at home. So we made ourselves the cold brew itself, which is pretty simple. It didn't take, like the actual making everything took about 5-10 minutes. And then we made the actual cream portion, which took a little longer. It does involve a little bit of cooking, but it's super simplistic, super easy. Overall, it took us maybe 20 minutes tops to make, 20-30 minutes tops to make everything. So without further ado, my little intro, and then on to coffee making. I hope you guys like this. Okay, so we're gonna start with the coffee. You're starting with the small one or the big one?
I'm gonna start with the small one.
Okay, how much do we need?
We need 8 ounces.
8 ounces, so.
Of coarse
ground coffee. The darker the better, or it doesn't really matter, just however cheap it is. If you're like us, you're trying to be bougie on a budget. 2.6, 7? 2.7. You gonna put it in the big jar?
Yes, we're gonna put it in a big jar.
Big glass jar so it doesn't like
a mason jar.
Yeah, this one's a mason jar brand. And you just put it there and let it sit on the bottom.
We're using a French vanilla from H-E-B.
If y'all don't have an H-E-B, y'all can just use whatever.
It's coarse ground. We're able to grind it. I don't know if you can see that. We're able to grind it in store.
So it's nice and large, so it doesn't make it too bitter.
This is our first attempt at this.
Hopefully it goes well.
Hopefully it goes well. I read that a lot of people prefer to use a dark roast. So I believe this is kind of a darker roast.
We're up to 6 ounces, so we only need 2 more ounces. Right there. Alright, so that is 8 ounces total.
Next, I'm gonna go get the water.
And then how much water do we need?
We need 8 cups, so it's a 1-to-1 because this is gonna be a concentrate.
So we just have our coffee grounds here in the bottom of this. Just like that, kind of looks like dirt. We're gonna have to leave it overnight in the fridge for 18 to 24 hours. And she's over there getting filtered water from the fridge right now, just so it's not nasty water. Our tap water is not the best.
Well, filtered water is preferred anyway.
Yes, and filter water is preferred. And then we have a second part where we have to make the actual cream, and we're gonna film all that too. So just pour that in there. 4 cups right there. My handed in the spoon, also from H-E-B. If you're a Texan, you understand what we mean. We get everything from H-E-B. Utensils, food, coffee, doesn't matter. H-E-B, they're the best. That you hear is our cat Reggie in the background. He's coming to help, of course. Come here, bud. You gonna come sniff? Does that smell good? No, you can't get up there. And then our other 4 cups of water. That looks so good. It's like muddy water.
Alright, so we're gonna stir it. You want to make sure all of the coffee is got water. Some of it's gonna float to the top. That's
eventually it should sink in, right?
Don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Read up that it's okay if it floats to the top.
Now we're just gonna take this and transfer it with the lid into the fridge, and we're gonna let it sit for, how long are we gonna let it sit for?
18 to 24 hours.
Okay, so 18 to 24, and then here it is, our mason jar brand, of course. So there we go. So next we're gonna move on to the actual cream portion, which I'll have to film over the stove. I'm gonna open up the pumpkin. So this is like all natural, just 100% pumpkin. There is no spices in this. You want one without any spices at all.
Pumpkin pie filling typically has spices. The pumpkin puree does not. You want just pumpkin.
I don't like this. This is totally just for Shayna. So that's what it looks like for anyone that doesn't know what pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie looks like.
Medium saucepan. We are going to mix 1 cup of half and half.
And this is 16 ounces, so that's 2 cups. Again, HEB brand. And just put it directly in there. So
we're gonna mix it all together in the medium saucepan. So we're gonna combine the half and half, the sugar. So half a cup of sugar.
So our sugar's in here. You know, whenever you see like how much sugar you consume in these things, it looks so gross. Is that gonna stop her? No. Boom, half a cup of sugar. Pour that in.
Next, we need 1 tablespoon of the pumpkin puree.
Ew. Put it. You want me to put extra pumpkin in there, or you want it to be exact? Like this?
Close enough, yeah.
Just a...
Yeah,
wow.
We're not too worried about it. So we need a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice.
Let me rinse this and dry it off.
Or I mean a teaspoon, not a tablespoon. I'm sorry. A tablespoon's way too much.
Yeah, you should dump it. It's okay if you get a little over.
That's why we do this over the pan.
No shit.
Alright, so close enough.
And then we need our vanilla extract.
Pumpkin pie spice. And then we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we're just going to use the same one because... So do your pumpkin pie spice first, so that you can use the same one for the vanilla extract and don't already have it wet.
For those of you who are not bakers, you always use your dry first.
Except we did half and half first.
Well, yeah, I mean in these.
Alright, so next we're going to whisk it over medium heat until the sugar's dissolved. And then we'll strain it through a fine mesh strainer and transfer to a clean jar with a lid and store in the fridge.
Okay.
Do I have a clean jar?
So everything's pretty much dissolved. I'm just trying to get everything evenly mixed right now. It's not quite heated up yet, but I do have it on low to medium heat. It's working pretty well. It smells really good. I love the smell of pumpkin, but it always tastes disgusting. It's just now starting to kind of get all steamy. Not quite there yet. I feel like it just needs a few more minutes though. If it tastes like pickles, I don't want to hear it.
I love pickles.
I don't think pumpkins and pickles go together, babe.
They might.
I don't think so. Make sure you get the inside done, because this is just about done. So we have it set up so that we're pouring it into our big measuring cup, and then we just took cheesecloth, and I have it 2-ply. We're just going to put it over and then let it pour in slowly.
This is just to make sure you don't have any pumpkin
bits and pieces left. It's fine. And then this is way too hot to pick up and strain with my hands. So I'm just going to let it fall through like that. And just pick it up. And let it drip. So cheesecloth is perfect for this, because if you had a strainer, it'd be hard. It kind of like globs up and stuff. And then it's really hard to just let it drip through. So that's about done. I'll grab a paper towel. It's really hot, so be careful. And then we're just going to pour this into, we have like an insulated thermos that we're just going to pour it into, because it has a tight fitting seal and it's insulated, so it'll still be
we might need
good
to pour
to go.
This over the sink.
Yeah, let's pour it over the sink. So we have it in here. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't think it'll focus in there. But it's in here. I'm going to let it sit with it open so it kind of cools a little bit. And then we will just put that in the fridge with our cold brew. and let it all sit. This will cool off and we'll be good to go. So if y'all have any questions, just go ahead and leave those in the comments. Okay, there we go. So we have the cheesecloth in here lined in just like a sifter, I think it's what it's called. We're just gonna put it on there, and our coffee's been seeping for over 18 hours now. So, ooh, I look fat. Ew.
So to do this slowly if you have to,
yeah,
and not to like force it. Just dumping. Smells good.
That smells good. And we are totally making a mess, BTW.
Are we? Oh no.
So there we go. There's our coffee, and we just have a little bit left that we're gonna go through. It looks really gross in here. It looks like dirt. So, and then we'll just let that sit and drain. Oops. Nope, I'll hold it. So now,
That's it.
A few moments later.
shout out to the neighbor. She has clear glasses, so get you some ice. And then you want like half a cup of water to half a cup of your concentrate.
Or a 1-to-1 ratio,
Yeah.
so I'm not even gonna bother
Measuring.
measuring. I'm just gonna try to
Pour it out. Let's see how this works. Hopefully it works out well. Oh, a little more. Because it gets bigger up here.
I need cream.
Oh yeah, you're right, alright. Go you.
I want to say that smells too much.
No, I think it'll be alright. Put the water to like here. Because it gets bigger up here, you know?
A little bit.
It'll be fine. And we've got our cream in here still. It's nice and cold. Ooh, it smells really good. Even though I don't like pumpkin, I like the smell of pumpkin. Same for coffee. Does that look good? Does that look right?
Looks a little light, but
Yeah, it does kind of look right.
we'll see. Let's see what happens here.
Are you
Trial
gonna
and
flirt
error.
it? Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, I would like to froth with some of the milk.
Do you know how to use the frother?
Yeah.
How do you do that? How are you gonna froth it? Do you put it in and froth it?
No,
it's
you
separate?
put it in. I could probably put it in another cup. That would probably be better. I'm gonna pour a little bit of cream now. Did you mix it at all?
Yeah, I did a little. Not much. How long do you froth for? It's kind of foamy-ish.
The frothy milk really settled. I probably should have frothed it all.
So there we go. This
Mine looks more cream than
it looks
anything.
more cream, but oh well.
You may have to redo the making
That's
part.
okay. We might taste it and see. Does it
It's not
taste
bad.
right, or is it too creamy? I don't think we put enough.
Maybe too creamy, but it ain't bad.
That's good. You want to drink it down and then make another? Yeah, I figured you would.
So we put water first, ice, water. It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Or a little more, depending on what you like. That looks about right. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So then we have our cream in a separate cup. We're going to froth it with our $3 frother.
Make sure it's in before you turn it on.
Yeah, I know how to use it. Thanks. It's just like a whisk.
So we just hit a home run.
Sorry guys, we have the Astros game playing in the back. Still kind of settles a lot. It's still really creamy. But it looks a little bit better though. So it's still a little darker. It's not quite like Starbucks. I think so. I think we're putting too much cream in there. Taste that. See if it tastes different.
It tastes the coffee for sure.
Is it better?
It's good.
Is it like about the same as Starbucks?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Our
cool
cream's
beans.
just not sitting on the top.
I think they put the...
I don't think it's frothy enough.
Well, they float it though. Like they do this. They float it like you would in like a drink.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Pumpkin spice.